So this is my animation pitch. I'm going to do the animation brief. So here's just the brief the client set, and I'll just highlight that it's short trailer, and it's a trailer for a series, and you want to keep it quite simple with like one character, not changing the environments and stuff. Next. Here's my contextual research. I googled the Inuit culture and wanted to have like some historical accuracy to each of the characters I was creating and many assets I was to create. Next slide. So my narrative follows a little Inuit girl who's a part of just an Inuit village, and she actually gets separated from her family by a little iceberg, floats away, and it sort of just follows a few snippets of her trying to survive and use the skills she's learnt just to survive, and just her journey back home. So I created this. It's basically a typical trailer structure, and I sort of just listed out what I wanted to happen in each sort of act, just so I have some sort of structure to my trailer, and so it doesn't seem like just compilation of short clips. Here's a rough storyboard of like what I sort of want the overall animation to go like. Her getting separated, her being on her own, like using her little different skills, making an igloo, creating a fire, just to have some sort of idea of what's actually going to happen in the story. And here's more of a detailed storyboard of what I actually want to happen in the first scene, just so you can sort of see what I want to create and have a stronger like vision of what it will look like. And here's my schedule that I've made. I know you can't really see what each thing is, but it just sort of follows like where pre-production will be, how long we'll spend on production, and once, if I get a group, I'll do a more detailed one so everyone knows what they're doing. And I have my needed roles of what I want. 3 to 4 people. I'd like 1 to 2 people at least to do like the character animation, people to do maybe some particle effects, obviously modelling and texturing, and people to do the environment. And I've created a list of videos that will help us to create my vision, basically. So an example of like the fire I'd want to use, how we'd create the snow, and all just different ones, just so we have it there and can constantly reference it. So my target audience is children below the age of 12. Obviously everyone can watch it, no matter who they are, all genders. But Blue Zoo, the client, typically does children's animation, so I wanted to keep it quite childlike and a simple story, just to follow themes that children are familiar with. Here are my rough concept art, some environment, a photo bash, and some quick character designs, and just some concept art, basically. And here's more detailed colour palettes and character design. And I've sort of designed her so she wouldn't have too much fur, even though contextually they would have a lot more fur in their coat. I don't think it'd be feasible to do all that animation, so designed her so it's a bit simpler for us to do. So to conclude, I feel like I have quite a strong creative idea with quite a clear narrative, and I don't think my idea is overly ambitious, and I think we'll still be able to create in the time period.
Cool.